No.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Huxley, Iowa, inside the hangar for the final game of this doubleheader between the Ballard Bombers and the Norwalk Warriors. The Bomber women's team able to pick up the victory against the Warriors early on tonight, and the Bomber men's team are going to look to do the same when looking at this matchup. It's going to be a really, really fun game to watch, though.
Yeah, for sure, Brock. For Norwalk, obviously Reddick Bourne, coming into this game, averaging 17 points a game. Just came off a double-double, actually, in his last game as well. So, obviously, he's going to be the focal point tonight. Inside sources, we had a little inside source for the game. We heard Jude Gibson will be guarding him, so that'll definitely be a fun matchup to watch all night long. And, for the Bombers, talking about Jude Gibson, he's been great so far this year for the Bombers. Had 17 points last game against North Polk. He was huge down the stretch of the Bombers. And also, Mason Gorch has been phenomenal for the Bombers. He actually had 21 points last game against North Polk, and he's been lining it up from three. So looking forward to see that combo go for the Bombers tonight.
For sure, and this is just going to be an amazing matchup as coming into it, Bombers are coming off of a victory against North Polk, giving North Polk their first loss in the year. 6-1 in the year, the Bombers' record is, and that is all in conference play. So 6-1 in conference, which is good for tied for second place with North Polk. The only other team that has a better record than them is Bondurant Farrar, who gave the Bombers their only loss so far here this season. Norwalk on the other end, 4-3 in the year, 0-3 in conference play in the Little Hawkeye Conference, coming off of a loss against DCG 46-57. So they're going to want to get back in the win column. And Bomber fans got to be hoping that there is not, big win hangover, where you just fall off the map after having a big victory.
Yes, for sure, Brock. Looking at just a couple of stats here coming in this game, the last 10 games it's been 5-5, so pretty evenly matched, with these teams playing in the past. And, it's kind of weird because I remember at least when I was playing, we always played Norwalk at the beginning of the season, so it's a little bit weirder seeing them, play each other. I want to say like halfway through the season, but, kind of, when conference play starts up. So, I thought that was something that's definitely worth noting as well.
And, this game was supposed to be the first game of the year for the Bombers and Warriors.
Yeah.
But snow, Mother Nature had other plans for us.
Exactly, I know.
So we'll settle with this Thursday night football.
You want to say football again? Yeah.
Thursday night basketball game between the Bombers and Warriors as the PA announcers getting finished with some starting lineups. But yeah, like what I mentioned earlier, this is going to be a great game. I'm really excited to get this game started. Starters tonight for the Bombers, the same starting five has been all year. We have, Miles Mudd, Nolan Cogdell, Mason Gorsh, Jude Gibson, and Austin Schoen. Which, that's been a great starting five, and there's a reason there hasn't been any changes made so far tonight. And then you got on the Warriors side, of course, you got Reddick Bourne, brother of Bowen Bourne, who we know very well through our high school days.
Yep.
Jack Brown, Cameron Thomas, number 32, Aiden Harder, and I'm trying to get the last number 2, Braden Carlson. So I'm not sure what the situation was with the tip.
I went out of bounds.
Oh, okay.
A little retip.
No big deal. Warriors end up with it here. And they will start with the possession. Carlson takes the hoop on Cogdell, no good. Cogdell comes up with a rebound. Bombers are going quick here in transition. Gorsh fires a three, no good. And the rebound to Thomas. I don't know if you can have a heat check going from one game to another, but that kind of looked like a heat check, if anything.
Yeah, I mentioned it on the pregame, but, coming into the game, Gorsh was shooting 52% from three, so definitely don't mind that look at all from him.
Bourne with the ball, guarded by Gibson. We're going to see this matchup a lot tonight as Bourne gets the first bucket of the night with that two-point shot off the glass.
Yeah, good job by Bourne there, just using his size, not settling and getting himself a nice little shot there in the paint.
Bombers on the other end. Mudd down low. Shot fake. Puts up a tough shot. No good. Jump ball. It will remain Bombers ball due to the possession arrow. So Gibson will take it underneath the bucket. 22 seconds left on the shot clock. Gibson looking, gets it into Gorsh. Gorsh backing down his defender. Tries to kick it out and throws it out of bounds. So it will be Warriors ball.
Yeah, Bombers off to a slow start here on the offensive end, but, you know, credit to that Norwalk defense. They've been playing, you know, aggressive here early, and, you know, they got a lot of intensity coming out here.
Warriors got the gray unis. I haven't seen many teams with a gray uni look in high school basketball. So interesting look for the Warriors, and the Bombers, of course, in their new white home unis that they've been wearing all season. Warriors with the ball here. They lead by 2. They get inside, and an easy 2-point shot from Braden Carlson.
Yeah, great rip and go there by Braden Carlson. You know, I was looking before the game, and, you know, he's averaging 9 rebounds coming to this contest. So, you know, I think it's going to be huge for the Bombers just to keep him off the glass, you know, and also, you know, don't let him get to his spots on the offensive end.
Gibson with the ball, guarded by Bourne. He takes it in on him. Turns, spins, kicks out. Schoen, 3 from the left corner and hits it for the first bucket of the night for the Bombers. Austin Schoen from 3.
Yeah, big-time shot there from Austin. You know, he'll pick his spots when he wants to get going, but big-time shot by him there from the corner.
Warriors looking to respond. Carlson kicks it out. Harder with the ball. They swing it over to the right corner. That's Bourne. Now over to the left side, back to Carlson, down low. Thomas kicks it out. Brown. Warriors trying to get something to go here. 4 seconds left on the shot clock and a travel called. So it will be Bombers ball.
Yeah, I couldn't tell who was there backside, Brock, but, you know, Bombers were fronting the post there, so good job by having some backside help and forcing the turnover.
Bombers with the ball here. Mudd takes it to the hoop, tries to kick it out, draws a foul. I think that will be Bourne with the reach in. That's his first, team's first. Owen Greco checks in for Austin Schoen. Schoen heads to the bench with 3 points, the only 3 points the Bombers have tonight. Greco with the ball. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Gibson gets it over to Mudd. Mudd fires a 3. No good. Rebound by Carlson. Bourne brings it up. Gives it over to Harder. Guarded by Mudd. He gives it over to Carlson over the right corner. Side. Swing it over to the left. Bombers have been playing great defense the last couple possessions, and as I say that, Bourne takes it to the hoop and gets the easy 2 and the foul, as Gibson is the one that fouls him.
Yep, great read there by Bourne. You know, seeing there's no help baseline. You know, that was probably my favorite move in high school, Brock. Just a little jab and rip baseline, and nice little inside finish there, and 1 for Bourne.
Schoen will check in for Cogdale. As I mentioned, that was Gibson on the foul. That's his first, team's first. 4:49 left in the first quarter. And Bourne's free throw is good to make it a 7-3 lead for the Warriors. Gibson takes to the hoop, kicks it out. Mudd fires a corner 3. No good. Tipped. Still tipped and out of bounds, and it will be Bombers ball. Nope, Warriors ball. Correction, my bad on that. Will be Warriors ball.
Mudd's got some good shots here early. I mean, he's missed 2 threes, but, you know, both pretty open. So if I'm Mudd, you know, I would not let these 2 misses, you know, get to me early. I would keep shooting with confidence. And, you know, I had to mention to him before coming to the game, but he's shooting 50% from 3. So, you know, I think he's just fine, and keep letting that baby fly.
Carlson's jump hook is no good. Rebound by Greco. Bombers go quickly in transition. Gorsh crosses over, takes it in. Looking, finds Greco down low. He's double teamed and fouled down low.
You know, I think another important thing tonight for the Bombers, Brock, is, you know, when they've been driving the lane, you know, I've been really impressed with Norwalk's defense, just the way they've collapsed on drivers. So Bombers got to really be strong, you know, when they're taking the ball in the paint tonight.
Braden Carlson, the one on the foul there. Second team foul for the Warriors. What a take by Hassan Schoen, taking it strong with the right hand. Gets the foul called, and he will go to the line.
Yeah, Schoen off to a hot start here for the Bombers. He has all 5 of their points, and, you know, great finish by him. Now getting a little old-fashioned three-point play that you love, Brock.
We love the old-fashioned three-point play. Free throws, no good.
That's on me. That's on me.
Jump ball, Warriors ball. But you mentioned Schoen having all 5 of the points for the Bombers tonight. He's not someone that really shoots a lot. He's more selective on his shots, so knowing that he's already got a corner 3 and he wasn't hesitating on that take to the hoop that drawed that foul, that's a good sign for the Bombers. Warriors with the ball. Carlson over to Harder. Looks like the Warriors are trying to get it to Bourne now. Instead, Carlson will drive. He steps out of bounds, and it'll be Bombers ball.
Yep, great defense again there by Schoen. You know, just forcing a baseline, and, you know, use that baseline to your advantage. So good defense there by the Bombers, you know, and I've also been impressed, you know, good defense by both teams, I felt like here early, Brock. Low scoring game, you know, and I feel like teams are getting after it on the defensive end.
It's been very energetic
of
the first quarter.
Yeah.
Schoen with the ball. 3:33 left in the first quarter. He takes to the hoop, picks up his dribble, and kicks it out to Grieco. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Grieco dribbling, guarded by Thomas, gives it over to Gorsh. Now Schoen. Schoen takes to the hoop again. Tough shot, no good this time for Schoen. Out of bounds, and it will be Warriors ball.
Yeah, I felt like the Bombers were just really stagnant there on that last offensive possession. It really didn't seem like anyone was moving. You know, I'd like to see a couple more cutters there, you know, maybe get a little DHO on that last possession, but really stagnant there from the Bombers, that last offensive possession.
So Bourne will bring it up. So we're getting close to the 3-minute mark here in the first quarter. Bourne gives it over to the left side. Bombers are in a zone here. Carlson gives it to Harder down low. Fadeaway shot is good. Good shot there from Aiden Harder. Gibson gets a screen from Cogdale. Picks up his dribble, gives it over to Gorsh. Gorsh down low to Cogdale. He's guarded by Carlson. Carlson already has 1 foul. Jump hook no good, and a rebound by Harder. Warriors gaining momentum here. Down low, Carlson, 10-foot shot is good.
You know, I really feel like the difference so far in this game, Brock, is just the way Norwalk's been getting after it on the defensive end. I'm really impressed with them.
Bombers looking to get something going here on the offensive end. Gorsh fires a long 3, no good. Rebound by Bourne. Bourne looking to extend that Warrior lead. Brown guarded by Schoen. Swings it over the right side. 1:50 left in the first quarter. Gibson guarding Bourne, lets him fire that long 3, no good. Rebound by Cogdale. Bourne not afraid to fire those long 3s, similar to his brother Bowen. Gibson on the left side. He takes it in. Tough shot, draws a foul, and Jude Gibson will go to the line for some free throws.
Yeah, another great take there by Gibson getting to the rack, you know. Great job there by, you know, covering that ball up, going to the rack. You know, like I mentioned earlier, Brock, you know, Norwalk's been really aggressive on those drives, so good job, you know, just being strong with the ball.
So that foul was on Harder. That's his second, team's third. So Gibson's free throw is good. So while the Warriors have been playing great defense and being very physical, which has turned into great offensive success for them, fouls are starting to pick up a little bit here in the first quarter. Gibson's second is no good. 1 for 2 on that trip. 6-11. Warriors lead it here. Less than 1:25 left in the first quarter. .14 seconds left on the shot clock. Mudd defending. Down low, tough shot, no good. Rebound by Cogdale. He gives it up to Gibson. Less than a minute left here in the first. Gibson turns, kicks it over the right wing. Gorsh takes it in, puts up a tough shot, no good. Rebound, almost by Mudd, and the Warriors come up with a rebound and a reach in off of transition, and I think that will be on Gorsh. That will be his first. Team's second. Mudd will head to the bench. Grieco checks in. Little more than 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Warriors with the ball here. Brown gives it over to number 24, Fisher. Down low to Bourne. Bourne makes it look easy with that layup. Barely a second difference between the shot clock and game clock, so don't be shocked if the Bombers hold it for one here. 6-13 is your score. Norwalk leads it. Gorsh on the left side over to Cogdill. Now to the right, Schoen. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Gibson will take it in, tries to kick it out, and an offensive foul called against the Bombers.
Yeah, I've been really, I think Bourne gets a lot of talk for his offense, Brock, but I've been really impressed the way he's been guarding Gibson here early. And, I think the same could be said about Jack Brown guarding Mason Gorsh. I mean, it feels like both those guys have just had a lot of tough shots so far here in this first quarter. And, I'm not sure we're ever going to see the Bombers have 6 points in the first quarter ever again the rest of the year. So, credit to that Norwalk defense.
Definitely a shocker here so far tonight. And that left wing three is no good. It was tipped by Schoen, it looked like. So that will do it for the first quarter of play. The score is 6-13 in favor of the Norwalk Warriors. I mean, not often that you're going to see, like you mentioned, the Bombers only having 6 first quarter points. At the same time, not often that you see Gorsh have 0 and Gibson only having 1 point in the first quarter.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said, kind of halfway through that first quarter there, I just really feel like the story of this game so far is just the way Norwalk's been getting after Ballard on the defensive end. And, I don't feel like Ballard's really played that bad at all on the defensive end either. I mean, they've only given up 13 points here after one. I don't feel like that's really too bad at all. And I don't know. I mean, I just really feel like, Bombers just got to make some adjustments here on the offensive end. And, I'm sure Schertz has something up his sleeve here, but, still plenty of game left. But, really impressed by that Norwalk defense, Brock.
For sure. And, I mean, these two teams, as familiar as non-conference opponents can get, these teams have played 6 times since the 18-19 season, which is kind of unbelievable to think about. Multiple appearances against each other in state tournaments, but overall, like last 10 games against each other, 5-5. So there's been some games that have went Norwalk way, and there's been games that's went Ballard's way. So
yeah, I think it's a time where I should say, I kind of thought that it would be closer.
Bombers with the ball here to start the second quarter. Rouse with it. He's in for the first time tonight. Schoen fires a 3, and he hits it. Austin Schoen with 8 points already for the Bombers.
Yeah, did you have that on your bingo card?
I did not. Already has more points than he did last game. I think he only had 7 points for the Bombers. Warriors looking to respond here. Down low, the ball is stripped away, out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by the Warriors. He said it was last touched by Cameron Thompson, number 3. So Thomas, it will be Bombers ball. Cameron Thomas was the one that was the last one to touch it there. So now the Bombers have a chance to trim the lead even more. Gorsh over to Mudd. Now the left side. Grieco has it. Grieco gives it over to Rouse. Rouse hands it off to Schoen. Schoen takes it. Picks up his dribble, gives it over to Grieco. Grieco drives in, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Gorsh fires a 3, but the shot will not count as a travel is called, so it will be Norwalk ball.
Yep, the bright idea there from Grieco, just, shuffled his pivot foot and, would have liked to see him play off 2 there, but, bright idea.
Bourne with it. He'll give it up to Thomas, who swings it over the right side. Down low, it is Carlton, and he is fouled. Carlson, not Carlton. He is fouled by Eli Rouse. That's Rouse's first. team's fourth. Both teams have 4 team fouls now.
Try to get him with the old throw it off the back trick. I love it.
Didn't work as the Bombers now have it. Gorsh takes it in. Double clutch layup, no good. And rebound to Brown. .6:30 left here in the first half. Very tight game as Bourne's shot's no good. Able to get his own board. Puts it up and over Schoen for the 2-pointer. 9-15 now is the score. Bombers looking to respond. Rouse, top of the perimeter, gives over to Gorsh. He'll set a screen for Gorsh, who fires a 3 and hits it. Mason Gorsh with his first points of the night. And as one of the leading scorers for the Bombers this season, you know getting that first bucket is always crucial. Bourne with it. He gets a screen. Kicks it over to Thomas, guarded by Schoen. Ball was kicked out, but tipped by Grieco out of bounds. It will remain Warriors ball with 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Bourne will have it here. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Carlson looking to give it up. He does. Right side, Bourne, guarded by Mudd. Gets double teamed. Tough shot off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound by Thomas. Another offensive rebound by him. And he puts it up off the glass, no good. Another offensive rebound. This time Carlson gets it off the glass. Off the rim, no good. Rebound by the Bombers. Great effort there by the Bombers not to give up on the defensive possession. Gorsh down low to Mudd. Mudd picks up his dribble. Back to Gorsh. Gorsh takes it in. He is fouled on the drive.
Yeah, holy cow. It felt like Norwalk had like 5 chances there to get a bucket, Brock, but just couldn't get one to fall. And, I was going to mention it was big for Rouse here to, try to keep Carlson off the glass. And, he had a couple chances there, but just couldn't give the fall. So Cogdale checks back in here for the Bombers. And, yeah. That's about all I got, Brock.
It's been a great game so far.
It's been good.
Very physical. Gorsh with it. Shot fake on Bowen. Reddick. I'm used to saying Bowen.
Come on, Brock.
I've called a lot more Bowen games than I've called Reddick games, okay?
That is true. That is true.
Gorsh with the ball. Over to Grieco. Fires a long 3. No good. Rebound by Mudd. Mudd tries to save it as he falls out of bounds. There's Gorsh. Gorsh loses the handle, and Carlson comes up with the steal. Bourne with it. He gives it over to Brown, who swings to the left side. That's Thomas. He tries to give it back to Brown. Out of bounds, it will remain Norwalk ball. 4:18 left in the half. Bombers trail by 3.
Yeah, I talked a lot about that Norwalk defense in that first quarter, Brock, but, Bombers defense has been great as well. They've only given up 2 points, I believe, so far this quarter, and, they've gotten after it on the defensive end now as well.
Gibson checks back in as Grieco heads to the bench.
Right as I say that.
I think that was Carlson that scored that last bucket. Gorsh off the pass from Gibson. 3 is no good. Rebound by Carlson. Harder, who just checked back in, gives it to Bourne. Bourne looking to take it to the hoop, and he easily gets a bucket that does not fall, though. Rebound by the Bombers. Gibson runs up the court, looking to get something going here, and he travels, so it will be Norwalk ball. I think this is one of the first few times that we've seen Gibson a little frustrated or just struggling a little bit,
yes,
which is not usual.
No, yeah, for sure, Brock. Like I mentioned, credit to those Norwalk guards. They've really been getting after Gorsh and Gibson here early, so huge credit to them.
Warriors with the ball, looking to extend their 5-point lead. Bourne posting up on Mudd. They swing it over to the left side down to Harder, who shot fakes and gives it up to Carlson for the easy 2-pointer. Schoen with the ball. Gorsh in the right corner, looks to give it up to someone. Finds Cogdale. He doesn't hesitate on that three, no good. Ball is rebounded by the Warriors. In transition, that three-point shot is no good. Rebound by Schoen. Schoen runs up the court, gets a screen from Cogdale. Dribbles it back, thought about the three. Instead, we'll give it over to Mudd. Gibson finds Gorsh, fires a long distance three, no good. Rebound by Cogdale. He floats it up off the back of the the rim, no good. Rebound by Gibson, and that shot was sent back.
Yeah, I really like the way, Gorsh has still been shooting the offensive end, Brock. He hasn't really gotten in the fall, but, it looks like he's still shooting with confidence out there. And, sometimes as a shooter, that's just what you got to do. So I like what I'm seeing here from Gorsh, just can't get much to fall here early.
That shot from Harder is no good. It will go out of bounds and be Bombers ball. Yeah, and with Gorsh, being that he is around a 52% three-point shooter, even a bad night, like you got to keep shooting. You got to stay confident.
Yes, yeah. If I need to, I can bring on that Deion Waiters quote, but.
2:08 left in the half. Bombers trail 12-19. Gibson has been quiet so far tonight. Finds Grieco for three, no good. And a rebound to the Warriors.
I've also been really impressed with Norwalk on the defensive end, on the rebounding side, Brock. It doesn't really feel like, Bombers have had a lot of second chance opportunities all night long.
Warriors looking to extend their lead. Thomas shot over the front of the rim and count it as he was fouled. He will go to the charity stripe for one free throw.
Yeah, great job there by, just getting in position early. I felt like, I believe it was at Thomas. Yes, I believe Thomas. Good job by him getting in position early, and really didn't have to go much where, and just got a little flick of the wrist and a little three-point play for him.
Jackson Brown, who recently checked in for the Bombers, the one with that foul, 5th team foul for the Bombers, first personal for him. Brown gives it over to Gibson. Gibson back to Brown, fires a three, no good. Rebound by Gibson, splits the defense, puts it up, no good. Draws the foul, and he will go to the line for two.
Yeah, and of course, right, as I mentioned, good job by Norwalk keeping the Bombers off the glass. Bombers get a second chance right there, and good job by Jude, getting right back to the free throw line where, he's had some success so far this season, Brock.
Free throw is good. Yeah, Gibson's averaging almost 17 points a game, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and almost 3 steals. So for a 5'11" guard, that's only a freshman. It's a pretty good stat line to have, and shooting about 67% heading into this game from the charity stripe as he makes both. Going 2 for 2 there, makes it a 14-22 score, still in favor of Norwalk. Bourne with the ball. We've hit the minute mark here in the first half. Thomas looking to give it up. Still looking, gives it over to Carlson. And a three-point shot from Brown is no good. Rebound by Gibson. 44 seconds left. Grieco over to Gorsh. Gorsh looking, dribbles inside, puts up a tough shot off the glass and in for two.
Yeah, strong take there by Gorsh. We all know about his ability to hit the three ball, but, I really like the way that he's been driving this game. It really hasn't had a whole lot fall for him, but I like the way he's still being aggressive, also taking it to the paint.
So 17 seconds left, shot clock is dead. Brown with it. Over to Bourne. Probably expect Bourne here to call his own number. So he takes it in, turns, puts up a really tough shot off the glass. Tipped, almost goes in from Carlson, but unable to get it to fall, and that will do it for the first half. Your score is 16-22. Very low scoring affair, but a very competitive game on both ends of the court for both teams. So we will take a halftime break. and I think we have a performance from the Ballard dance team. So we will keep our mics live, have them pointed towards the court so you guys can hear what's going on, and then we will recap the first half right after that. So the score, 16-22 in favor of Norwalk. Yep. All right, welcome back. We're getting ready here for the third quarter of play. Your Bombers are down 16-22 against the Norwalk Warriors. Very low-scoring game compared to what we're maybe used to, but, I mean, it's been great defensive battle. Warriors have the ball here to start it out, and the lob from Thomas to Carlson leads to the two-pointer, and the Warriors again start out this half with a bucket. And right away, another steal for Carlson. He's had a great night on the defensive end. On the other end, now Bourne takes it in, shot fake, kick out, Harder, three, no good, rebound by Schoen. Schoen's running quickly up the court. He gives it up to Mudd. Mudd will slow things down here. Gorsh fires a three, no good. And an injury timeout off the rebound. It's Reddick Bourne, the one who's down. Looked like the ball hit him in the head as 4 players went up for a battle of the rebound.
Yeah, I think Mudd may have got him in the eye there, I think, at least from what I could tell. But, you know, we don't like seeing our boy Jordan on the floor a lot, but, you know,
yeah.
Also a huge shout out to our boy Jordan. So he'll make sure Bourne gets right there, but hoping everything's all right.
So it looks like he's going to be okay.
Yeah, I think it was his eye, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I think Mudd got him right in the eye.
Well, at least you got 2 of those.
Exactly, exactly.
So he will head to the bench for a little bit, but he'll probably check back in very shortly.
And if you need to, go to the little Rexplex, right? Rexpex?
Yes.
You know what I meant.
My older brother used to have those.
Really?
Yes.
Who's the guy on who's the guy I'm thinking of? The guy in Nebraska?
Oh,
who
yeah,
wears
I know
those
who you're talking
Rexpex?
about, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name, but yes.
anyways, though.
And a foul down low. Carlson will go to the line off of that shot. Foul was on Schoen, his first, team's first. Carlson misses the first. He has 10 points tonight, so great night so far from a guy that averages around 15 points a game heading into this matchup. He misses the second one. Lane violation, Bombers ball. Gibson will bring it up here. Bombers looking for some points. Trim this deficit. Schoen looking to get it down low to Cogdale. He tries to, but Gorsh is able to recover the loose ball. Gorsh picks up his dribble. Now Cogdale gets it. Down low to Mudd. Mudd puts up a tough shot, draws a foul, and he will go to the line.
I'm not sure who'd they call that foul on, Brock. I couldn't
Harder.
tell. Okay.
I think he went straight up. I'm not sure if he brought his hands down at the last minute, but first free throw from Mudd is no good.
Huh.
Bourne,
no, I don't know.
Bourne comes back in after having that little minor injury. If he starts pulling a LeBron and aiming for the middle rim, I'm going to be mad.
I like that. That's a good reference.
Mudd makes the second.
Hey, that was not on the bingo card tonight.
17-24 is the score here. Norwalk still winning. Thomas gives it to Bourne, who's wide open for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound by Schoen. Gibson finds Gorsh. He's in the right corner, drives in, kick out, Schoen 3, no good. Battle for the rebound, jump ball, possession arrow towards Ballard.
Yeah, I like the way the Bombers are still crashing the glass here on the offensive end. Not a lot of shots have been falling tonight, if you can't tell. So I think, it's really important to see if, the Bombers can keep trying to get second possessions because, every possession will matter in this game.
For sure, and it's been, again, a very, like you said, a very low-scoring game as Gorsh's shot is no good. A lot of that has to do with the Warriors' efforts in stopping Gorsh and Gibson. So that ball goes out of bounds, it will remain Norwalk ball. But Gibson only has 3 and Gorsh at 5, and I mean, usually when you see a third option like Schoen having a good night with 8 points, you'd be like, oh, the Bombers are really feeling it on the offensive end. Tonight, not so much, and they're definitely going to be looking for Gorsh and Gibson to step up here in the second half. Warriors with the ball. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. And off the drive, that floater rolls around the rim and in.
Yeah, I really like, sorry, Brock, I cut you off there, but I really like, the way he just put his eyes to the rim there, before he drove that and got the nice little floater there. But, like we mentioned in that girls game, I think that just looking at the rim does a whole lot.
And that fast break layup is no good. Offensive rebound by the Warriors. Thomas puts it up, no good. Well, the shot won't count, foul on the floor. So the Warriors will take it out. Schoen, second personal foul on Schoen. Second team foul. Warriors barely get it in. Bourne with it. We're at the 5-minute mark here in the third quarter. Warriors been leading pretty much this entire game as that shot is no good. Rebound by Gibson. Gives it up quickly to Gorsh. Gorsh takes it in. Tough layup. No good. Draws the foul, and he will go back to the line.
Yep, we mentioned about every game it feels like, Brock, but, I think if the Bombers are going to start making a comeback, I feel like Jude really has to continue driving here and try to draw fouls is what he does best. And, great jab step there at the top of the perimeter to get himself open and just couldn't get it to go, but fortunate for him, getting to the line here and gets 2 shots.
We need to get those little squeegee things that Iowa State has, wiping up the court for sweat.
Oh, those mops?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is high school hoops, Brock. Sorry about it.
I bet you some high schools have it, like in Texas.
Yeah, actually, that probably won't surprise me.
Gibson's first free throw is no good. Nolan Cogdale and Gorsh head to the bench as Owen Greco and Eli Rouse check in. I mean, the Bombers need a little energy. Big Rouse energy?
Yeah, there we go. I haven't heard that all night.
Second free throw from Gibson is good. Bombers now trail by 8. Tough pass, almost stolen away. The ball is tipped again. Bourne now recovers.
Whew. Almost had 2 chances there for Schoen to get a fast break layup. Just couldn't get it.
Instead, Warriors have it. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Bourne gets a screen from Carlson. Now they give it down low to Carlson. Kick out. Brown, 3, good. Heartbreaker there.
Yep, big time 3 there from the Warriors. I don't even know if they've made much threes the entire night, Brock, so big time 3 there from them.
Neither team really has been scorching it from the 3-point line tonight. The Warriors have been able to feed it down low more and able to get easy 2s. Mudd wants a 3 of his own, and it misses everything. Schoen able to save it, but the Warriors end up with the ball. Bourne with the ball, guarded by Gibson over the left side. Carlson gives it up to Thomas. Thomas fires a 3 of his own. No good. Rebound by Gibson. Here we go. Bombers with it. 3:15 left in the third quarter, not the first quarter. Rouse pulls up 15 feet. No good. And the rebound to Bourne. On the other end, Brown hits another three. That's 2 for him in the third quarter. And the Warriors are starting to pull away here. And Coach Schertz of the Bombers will call timeout. 2:44 left in the third quarter. Bombers trail 18-32.
Yeah, big time run there from Norwalk, and I know I've mentioned it the entire game, but it all starts on the defensive end, and Norwalk's just doing a phenomenal job there tonight, and really just making the life for the Bombers miserable on the offensive end. And I feel like the Bombers, they just really have not had a lot of open looks all night long, and from Norwalk's side, I mean, I feel like they really haven't had a whole lot either until that run that they just had. So credit to Norwalk, making big time shots when needed. And yeah, next thing you know, Brock, this is a 14-point game. So Bombers here got to try to see if they can cut this deficit to single digits before the start of the fourth. But otherwise, it's starting to look like danger territory here.
Bombers may need to show a little sense of urgency.
Yes. Yep.
Bombers do have the ball here, and they lose it right away. Brown with the steal, able to give it to Carlson. Shot fake and misses the wide open layup. Rouse gives it up quickly to Gorsh. Gorsh now takes to the hoop, able to muscle his way in for the easy layup. I don't even know if that was an easy layup.
Yeah, I was just going to say they're fortunate they got the ball there. I mean, Rouse just kind of chucked it up floor, and luckily Gorsh was there, but big time layup there from Gorsh, and see if he can get going here for the Bombers down the stretch.
All right, we had to mess with some tech. What did I miss?
Oh, technical difficulties? Come on, Dan, figure it out now. We appreciate
No,
Dan.
he was doing what he needed to do. He was running the clock. It just wasn't, it wasn't showing.
Yeah, I've never seen Dan mess up, so we're good.
It was my fault.
Yeah.
Bombers with the ball, trail by 12 here with 1:55 left in the third. Gorsh has been struggling big time, able to draw the reach-in call. Talk about technical difficulties. You see the scoreboard over there?
Oh, yeah, I didn't even recognize that. Hey, we're not used to basketball being played on a Thursday night, Brock.
Oh, yeah, the scoreboard's not wanting to work the way it wants.
Yeah.
It's like, I only work Tuesdays and Fridays. Gibson with the ball, gives it down low to Cogdell. He's looking to go to work inside. Unable to get that shot to go. Warriors with it.
Yeah, great look there from Cogdell. Just couldn't get it to fall, and just kind of was the story of the whole game pretty much for the Bombers here.
Warriors inside. Carlson's layup is good. The wheels are starting to fall off the track for the Bombers. Gibson takes it in, puts up a really difficult shot. No good. 1 minute left here in the third. Brown down low to Carlson. Carlson's had a great third quarter. Out to Mills. His shot fake will not matter as a travel is called. 53 seconds left, and the Bombers take the ball.
Yep, this gets talked a lot about in the NBA, Brock, but would not mind, trying to see the Bombers get 2 for 1 here. I know they probably won't do it, but, they had 53 seconds there on the game clock, 35 on the shot, but it doesn't look like they will do it.
Gibson tried to get it down low to Cogdell, stolen away. Bourne with it. Euro finish off the glass, no good. Rebound, Cogdell. So shot clock will be dead as there's only 34 seconds left. Bombers will have the ball here. Will be a double-digit deficit most likely heading into the fourth quarter. Critical possession here for the Bombers, looking to gain some kind of momentum before the end of the quarter. And they travel. So now the Warriors have a chance to extend their lead before the end of the quarter. .15 left. Now 10, Bourne with it. He's double teamed by Gorsh and Gibson. He calls timeout for the Warriors with 6 seconds left. 20-34 is the score. Norwalk leads it. We got 6 seconds left as the timeout is close to being over. Bombers on defense, and they trail 20-34. Definitely not ideal if you're a Bomber fan.
Yeah, no, not at all, Brock. And I mean, this is just astonishing, honestly. I mean, 20 points through 3 quarters. I mean, I don't know if I want to make any promises, you know, on air, but I can almost promise you that you probably won't see that the rest of the year. So, yeah, I mean, I just can't tell you how many times I've been impressed with this Norwalk defense. And, you know, I mean, I really am impressed with Jack Brown. I mean, I would kill to have a guy like that on my team. And, you know, obviously I kind of did with Reese Ewan, but, you know, I mean, Jack Brown's just been phenomenal on the defensive end. I know a lot of people talk about offense, but I mean, the way that he's been guarding Gorsh this entire night, I've been really impressed with him. And, you know, I don't know if he gets enough talk, enough praise, but I've been really impressed with him tonight.
4 seconds left. Bourne with it. He gives it up. Shot, no good. And that will do it for the third quarter of play. Your Bombers trail 20-34. Yeah, you mentioned Brown. He's had a great game. I want to give a shout out to Braden Carlson of Norwalk. He's had a great night down low, able to affect a lot of shots, as well as help just hold his own down low against Cogdale and other post players. And he's also had some great passes leading to open shots, as well as down low, easy layups. And he's just, you know, 6'4", senior forward, you know, experience, 14 points a game. I mean, close to 15 points, almost 9 rebounds a game. I mean, this guy's just been playing great for Norwalk.
Yeah,
and
yep.
I mean, same tonight, same story tonight. Playing great, putting up the stats, and a big reason why Norwalk is winning this one currently. Yeah,
for sure, Brock. Yeah, he's been great down low for the Warriors, and you know, Bombers really have not had a whole lot of answers to him, and, you know, just for a lot of other guys from Norwalk. But, you know, for the Bombers, you know, coming into this fourth, it'll be interesting, you know, to see how they react, you know, being down 14, because, I mean, I don't really feel like we've seen this all year long from this Bomber team. So, you know, I really like the way the Bombers have been driving. They just really have not had a whole lot of chances to finish at the rim. So I think if the Bombers, you know, can continue driving the way they do, I think they just need to look for some guys out on the perimeter to try to hit some knockdown triples and see if they can get themselves right back into this. But just continue driving if you are the Bombers on the offensive end.
The Warriors have it to start the final quarter of play. They get it down low, and a double team off that shot goes out of bounds. It will be I think it should be Warriors ball. Yep, it will be Norwalk ball. Ian Fisher was the one on the shot, but Schoen and Cogdale were able to block it. And there's Fisher with the response, able to get the 2 this time over Cogdale. Cogdale gives it to Gibson. Over to Schoen. Schoen, who had 8 points in the first half, has 0 so far in the second. And a travel called, and the Warriors will take over with the possession. Bombers have had issues with traveling tonight.
Yeah, I would agree, Brock. It just kind of seems like, you know, they're playing a little bit too ahead of themselves, if that makes sense. You know, like, obviously, you know, when you're playing, you want to play with speed, but you also want to play, you know, under control. And I just feel like the Bombers have been a little bit sped up here on the offensive end tonight for sure.
Warriors with it. Brown over the Bourne. Outside, Harder able to draw the foul on the drive. Warriors will take it out. And yeah, I think a big reason as to why they're traveling so much is because the Warriors are playing just as fast as the Bombers do. And I don't think the Bombers have really seen that much with the teams that they play in 3A, as there's a foul there. So seeing that, I feel like the Bombers want to be able to play faster than Norwalk, and that has resulted in them trying to be too quick, resulting in those travels.
Yep, well said.
Warriors with it. Floater is no good from Brown. Offensive rebound, another offensive rebound, and finally Fisher is able to get it to go in. Gibson with the ball. He kicks it over to Mudd. Mudd to Gorsh. Gorsh drives in, kick out. Cogdill fires a three. It seems like the Bombers are just struggling from the three-point line tonight, as that one was an air ball foul, or no, a travel called, so Bombers ball. But man, the Bombers just can't seem to get anything to fall on the offensive end. And Schoen steps out of bounds, so that will be Warriors ball.
Yeah, you know, I know someone would definitely be happy watching this, Brock. TJ Alselberger, you could say. He's been a defense at clinic.
I'm definitely a defensive guy, but man, 20 points is just something.
That's crazy. Yeah.
A foul called on that shot. Bourne will go to the line. Free throw is no good from Bourne. I feel like the Warriors have missed quite a few free throws tonight. The Bombers have been unable to capitalize off of those misses. Bourne goes 1 for 2 on that trip. 19-point lead for Norwalk here. Gorsh over to Gibson, right wing, cross court to the left. Gorsh gets a screen from Cogdill. Dribbling, gives it up. Gibson, 16 seconds left. Gibson forces it. Offensive foul? Nope. Foul called on the floor. So the Bombers will take it out underneath the bucket. And a timeout called by the Bombers with 5:56 left in the fourth quarter. They trail 20-39.
Yeah, you know, Brock, I just kind of had a thought that came into my head here, but, you know, I just feel like, you know, just ever since, you know, the first minute of the game, you know, Norwalk's ball pressure, you know, has really, really caused the Bombers trouble. And, you know, like we talked about, the Bombers really like to play up the speed, but, you know, I just feel like the Bombers, like I mentioned, are a little bit too ahead of themselves. And, you know, I'm not sure how many, you know, NBA fans we have out here, but, you know, one guy I'm kind of thinking of right now is Luka Doncic. I feel like, you know, if the Bombers just kind of like slow things down a bit on the offensive end and just kind of, you know, don't let the ball pressure of Norwalk, you know, really impact, you know, the way that they play on the offensive end. Like, if that makes sense, you'd have to, like, watch Luka to know what I'm talking about. But, you know, I just feel like, you know, if the Bombers would have a little bit more, you know, slower play, you know, with the ball in their hand, you know, don't let that ball pressure affect you as much. You know, I feel like that would benefit them a lot. But, you know, I had to get an NBA reference in there.
Hey, I mean, Celtics took care of business against Doncic
there you go.
The Mavericks today. Travel called. So Warriors will take it over, and another travel call against the Bombers.
Yeah, I wonder what our spotter Dan has over there for how many turnovers we got tonight. But no, I'm just messing, Dan. But no, it's been a lot. It has been a lot.
Shout out Jason Tatum for getting the triple-double.
Yeah, I got us off topic. I'm sorry.
Sorry. You got me thinking about my C's.
Yeah, I know. Hey, big win for the Lakers last night. All right, no, back to the game.
And Bourne is fouled before he goes out of bounds. That one will be on Gibson. I mean, the Bombers just look absolutely frustrated. At the same time, one of the few times we've seen them kind of winded, it looks like.
Yeah, no, for sure. I would definitely agree.
Harder with the ball. He gives it over to Bourne, back to Harder. Bourne with the ball, only with 10 points tonight, but I mean 10 points is still good as that ball is stolen away. In transition, Schoen thought about the three, passes it up. Now Cogdale gives it over to Gibson. Gibson thought about the three, now fires the three, hits it. Jude Gibson with the three-point shot. 7 points tonight.
Yeah, I like that possession there from the Bombers. I mean, I don't know. I felt like they looked, a lot more, under control, slowed down there on the offense end, and great patience there by Gibson knocking down that triple.
Harder feeds it to Fisher. Fisher down low, puts it up. He is fouled, and he will go to the line.
Yeah, Fisher's been playing great tonight for the Warriors. I remember that one possession where he had it, blocked twice, but still stuck with it and got the third time. But he's been huge coming off the bench tonight for the Warriors, along with, Carlson, who's been starting.
Showing the one called for that foul as Fisher's free throw is no good. That's his third, team 7th, so the Warriors are in the bonus.
Yeah, I'm not sure if our numbers are right here, Brock, but I believe that was Fisher's first free throw of the year. So if I'm correct, so there's something to note.
You know me, I might have had chubby fingers.
No, we blame Bound, remember?
Oh yeah, blame Bound. Mud over to Gibson. No, Bound's been awesome providing all these stats, helping us prep for games. A foul off the drive. Bombers will take it out underneath the bucket. 4:28 left in the fourth quarter. Bombers have a lot of work to do if they want to make this a game. They trail 23-40. Schoen heads to the bench as Grieco checks in. Gibson the inbound. Gorsh fires the corner three off the inbounds, no good. And the rebound to Harder. Bourne finds Thomas down low, shot fake, layup, good. Grieco, step back, three. Bounces around, no good. Bourne with it. He'll take it in. Puts up a difficult layup, no good. Rebound by Mudd. Under 4 minutes left. Mudd over to Gorsh, fires a long three, and it doesn't even hit iron. You could say the wheels have completely fallen off the tracks.
Yeah, it's just been a tough night for the Bombers on the offensive end, and sometimes you're gonna have nights like that, Brock, and there's nothing you can do about it. But luckily for the Bombers, they got another game coming up Saturday here, so a busy week for them.
As Brown fires a three, and he hits it. Extends the Warriors' lead. Gibson finds Mudd. Over to Cogdell, right corner, finds Mudd. 4-3, no good. And man, the Bombers just cannot hit anything.
Yeah, it would be nice to see some shooting percentages right now, wouldn't it? But yeah, this is crazy. I wonder how, I don't even know if they're gonna break 30 here, which just seems unreal.
Doesn't seem, this is not a typical Ballard game at all.
No.
You got to credit the Warriors, though, for the amazing defense.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So Gorsh, Cogdale, and Mudd will head to the bench. Brown, Rouse, and for the first time tonight, Mason Gatchell check in for the Bombers. Off the missed free throw will be Bombers ball. 2:41 left in the fourth quarter. Bombers trailed 23-46. Looks like the Warriors are going to walk out of here with the victory. Brown over to Grieco. Now Gatchel back to Grieco, who fires a three. No good. Rebound by Fisher. Teams are starting to clear their benches. We'll have a couple subs here out of the next timeout. Loose ball, battle for it, and a great effort from Fisher, able to find one of his teammates. The Warriors now have it still with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Fisher fires the 15-footer, and he's able to hit. What a second half from Ian Fisher.
Yeah, obviously we got a little technical difficulties with the scoreboard, but I mean, he's been phenomenal tonight for the Warriors. If I had to guess, Brock, probably 8, 10 points maybe, I would say. I mean, he's been phenomenal.
All in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, coming into this, he's only averaging, say 1 point per game, so yeah, he has been great off the bench tonight for the Warriors.
Grieco down low, reverse layup, no good. Offensive rebound, Brown, shot no good. Tipped out of bounds, Warriors ball. 2 players just checked in for the Bombers. Lincoln Miller, first time tonight you heard his name, as well as Jackson Scott. 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. Warriors with the ball in full control of the scoreboard. And inside, that layup is good. Thomas was the one on that bucket. Grieco fires another three, rattles in and out, and I mean, there is just a lid on the Bombers bucket tonight. It's just,
yeah,
nothing else you could say.
Yep.
1 minute to go here. Ten seconds on the shot clock. Out of bounds, it will remain Warriors ball. 5 seconds on the shot clock, 42 on the game clock. Off the inbounds, the shot was no good. 35 seconds left now, 30 on the shot clock. Miller with it, over to Grieco. He's gonna try another three, and he can't get the bottom of the bucket. 0 points.
Wow.
Just, and like, hey, sometimes you just have one of those nights, you know? Gatchel with it. His layup is good off the steal. 15 seconds left. Grieco had a rough night. You kept getting open shots, but sometimes it's just not your night.
Yeah, for sure.
It definitely wasn't the Bombers' night as they lose this one. 25-50 is the final score. Norwalk with the victory. Congrats to the Norwalk Warriors on the win. Bombers fall to 6-2 on the year. First non-conference loss of the year. Of course, this was the first non-conference game of the year for the Bombers. Norwalk improves to 5-3 on the year. Next game for them, they go back home and play against Grinnell, and the boys are actually, for the Bombers, are playing this Saturday at home against AHSTW. I think that's a 2A school, if I'm correct. But they're gonna look to pick up a W after falling tonight against Norwalk. We will be back on the call for that. I think you'll be here for that, right?
Come on, Brock. You know we'll be here. Got alumni game Saturday. We're pumped for that. We're
going to be playing in the alumni game. I'm definitely going to make it up and down the court twice and then want to, like, sit the rest of the game. Yeah,
if you want to see us struggle to breathe Saturday, I would highly suggest coming out to that. But, no, it'll be a fun Saturday, Brock. I'm looking forward to it.
I mean, we might stream it. Hey, we should get Dan calling that
game.
Dan, you want to call the alumni game? Well, probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not. Well,
yeah.
Either way, thank you for everybody who tuned into both games tonight or one of the games. We appreciate your guys' support. Bombers lose it tonight, 25-50, the final score. Congrats to the Norwalk Warriors. Bombers will look to bounce back Saturday as they play AHSTW at home. We'll be back for that game. For Chase Winterbore, I'm Brock Bierman, and as always, this is the Ballard Network.